Hey, Tom Rabbit! I hope you got this for your recording. Hey, YouTube out there. Tom Rabbit likes to record these. Hey, Tom Rabbit! Why are you an atheist, Balrog?
I haven't even said anything.
All right, just give me a second.
Okay.
All right. Why are you an atheist, Balrog?
I haven't seen justification to believe in the proposition of God.
Okay. So when you say you haven't
Can you give
seen
me 1 second?
justification, what?
Let me just turn push to talk on.
Yeah. Before we get into it, how did you find the server?
I got invited.
By an atheist or a theist?
I don't know what they are.
You don't know who invited you?
I don't know whether they're an atheist or a theist.
Is it somebody you know?
Yeah?
Okay. And you don't know whether they're an atheist or a theist?
No, I don't.
Okay, that's fine. Do you know anything about the server or myself?
I'm relatively familiar with you, not this server in particular, though.
Okay. Okay, so when you say you don't have a reason to believe in the existence of God, that is the equivalent of saying that all the facts that you're acquainted with do not necessitate referencing the necessity of God.
Yep,
Would you agree with that?
I would agree.
Okay. How did you determine that?
Because I have a system of epistemic justification that doesn't reference him.
That was just a bunch of mumbo jumbo.
Okay, well, I mean, you're asking me the broad question, like, how
That
do I know that my
that was
system
that
doesn't
was that
reference him?
was how did you determine that all the facts that you're acquainted with do not necessitate referencing God as the necessary precondition of all facts? How did you determine that God is not fundamental?
Because I've been able to justify them without referencing him.
I didn't understand what you just
I
said.
said because I've been able to justify those facts independently without referencing them.
Um, so you were able to justify them. So what does that mean? So you know that those facts exist ontologically,
Wait, why ontologically?
independently of God? Ontology is the nature of being.
I know what ontology is. I mean, why is that not epistemologically?
Okay, because the um, the facts would exist ontologically independent of God. And I'm asking you how you know their ontological state.
I don't really
How do
make
you
claims to
know?
their
How do
ontology.
you how do you how do you know all the facts that you're acquainted with are independent of God?
Well, when I say independent of God, I mean epistemologically, like regarding their
No, I'm talking.
justification.
I'm not
Whether they
talking about
exist in
that.
his mind or something, I don't know.
I'm talking about either the facts necessitate referencing God ontologically, or the facts do not necessitate referencing God
Okay,
ontologically.
can you clarify what you mean by an ontological reference?
Yeah, that something exists independently of God and does not derive or depend upon God. How did
Okay,
you determine
derive or
that?
depend. Like, I think
Yeah,
we need
this
to
isn't this
distinguish
isn't
between.
this isn't this isn't rocket surgery. Okay,
Uh-huh.
how did you determine that facts exist in your world independently of God?
I'm not making claims to the ontology of a fact, like whether it exists in my mind, in
Yes, you
God's
are.
mind, in some
Yeah,
platonic realm. I'm
actually,
not saying that.
no, you no, you are. Okay.
Oh,
Do
okay.
you positively believe that it is necessary to reference God as the necessary precondition of those facts?
Not epistemically.
Now, listen carefully. Do you positively believe that it is necessary to reference God as the necessary precondition of those facts?
No, I don't.
Okay, so then that means that you believe that those facts exist independently and non derivatively of God.
Sure. To clarify, I would say they're justified independently, but yeah, sure.
Okay, and how do you know they exist independently and non derivationally from God?
because I've been able to derive them given my own epistemological system.
That was more mumbo jumbo. Now
How
that's
was
the
that
second
mumbo
time.
jumbo?
That's the second time you've given me mumbo jumbo. How
What
did
answer
you
are you looking for?
determine?
That seems
Okay,
extremely broad.
okay. When fact. Okay, so God will be defined it was fundamental, ultimate, and absolute, the
Sure,
precondition of all facts, definitionally.
sure.
Since you reject that, then what is it then that is fundamental that all facts derive from? Do you know what that
What
is?
all facts derive from? You're probably gonna say this is mumbo jumbo, but I
Yeah,
would
dude,
say,
listen to me. Listen
okay,
to
I
me.
haven't even said the answer.
Okay, hold on a second. I am a straightforward person. I shoot from the hip.
Oh, okay.
If you think if you think you're gonna balderdash me, it's
What?
not gonna work. Okay? Okay?
Okay.
I deal with people balderdashing every single day, multiple
I'm sure you
times a
do.
day. Okay?
Okay.
Now, I try to be very clear and circumspect. Okay? Now,
Good.
do you know what is fundamental?
Can you clarify what fundamental references?
Yeah, what is the precondition of all facts? What do you know what that is?
Yeah, I would say the laws of logic. I'm sure you're familiar with that path of
Okay,
recommendation. That's one of them. That's one of them.
the laws of logic do not stand in causal relations. So I want to know
No,
what
they
it is
stand in
that is fun.
epistemic
I
relations.
want to know what is fundamental to all
I
ontological
want to
states.
do.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
I want to try. You get a second as well. With I want to
Well,
try because I think I can answer him
okay.
on his
Yeah,
terms.
please. Okay. Okay. Bob, I want to know what it is. What is it that is fundamental? That is the source of all possibility.
okay, so you're asking me what is causally fundamental because you said when I said the laws of logic, you said, "Oh, those don't stand in causal relation." So this is an ontological question
Yeah,
insofar as what is the cause of
listen,
the
listen,
facts, right?
listen to me. You're on thin ice right now.
Yeah, I'm just trying to clarify what the question is.
Listen to me. I ask this question every single day, day after day, week after week, month after month. You're one of the rare individuals who is having problems with
I'm
this.
not having a problem with it. I'm not going to
No,
walk
you
into a
are. No,
roadblock
you are responding in a problematic way. Now, I
and
told
asking
you,
what you mean.
you're on thin. Listen, you're on thin ice. I know the various masquerades that people troll. Okay, now listen very
What?
carefully. Do you know what is fundamental? That is the source and basis of all possibility and impossibility.
I know what is epistemologically fundamental.
Okay. I didn't ask you that. Okay. Okay. Strike three. You get one more strike. I'm going to kick you and ban you from the server. Okay.
Okay.
What is it that is fundamental? Okay. Listen, dude, I wasn't born yesterday. I'm probably twice or three times your age. Do you realize that?
Sure.
Okay. So stop with the bullshit. Okay. I've warned you a
Okay.
number of times. Okay.
Okay.
You know you're bullshitting. I know you're bullshitting, and everyone else in the room knows you're bullshitting.
I didn't realize that,
Now,
but okay.
what is it that is fundamental to everything that is possible, okay, and
Okay. I'll say
impossible?
my mind. How about that?
Okay, that is ludicrous.
I'm sure you think it is.
Okay, did something exist before your mind came into existence?
I would say the true statements that I believe didn't exist before it. No.
Okay, that's not an answer to my question. I'm getting an itchy trigger finger. You are a disingenuous, deceitful person. I
I didn't know
know
that.
you're well practiced at it because you're so glib in doing it. But I don't suffer people being purposely deceitful with me very long.
I'm trying to
I want
remember
to try.
Okay?
something.
You can GI, please don't interfere.
Okay.
Your mind cannot be ontologically the source and basis of all possibility. That is a ridiculous answer. Are you okay? If you were God, then then that would make sense. But you're not God. You don't believe in God. I want to know what is it ontologically, metaphysically? What is the basis of all possibility? Okay?
I would say that when we talk about ontology, we necessarily it has to be derivative of our epistemological system. So we have to start there.
Okay. Last chance. I should
Okay.
have just kicked you and banned you then.
Guess you can
This
just
is
do
your
that.
last. This is your. Okay, you're gone.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So he was bound and determined to spew out gobbledygook and mumbo jumbo and not be a straight shooter. So we're done with him.
Dang it.
when somebody's going to pull my chain, jerk me around, boulder dash, BS, okay, and deliberately give me Philoso-speak, right? You're gone. Okay? That was just a bunch of mumbo jumbo. By the way, did you get that, Tom Rabbit?